welcome to Unblinded. This is my new podcast that I am doing. It's going to be mostly by myself, but I will be having guests every so often. And I really want to focus on getting this podcast through because it really means a lot to me. And the reason I even called it Unblinded is because I wanted to have like the whole unfiltered truth. Like, this is the truth about clinical research from obviously my perspective and others in the industry that I will interview or that I will do anything like that. And then also, I really want to give my knowledge and I want to help others just be successful in the industry. And this is what this podcast is going to be for. I am also thinking about possibly opening up a community where we can all get together, share tips and stuff like that. I think that would be really crucial to our ability to grow and our ability to make the change in the industry that I want to do. Honestly, that's why I did Unblinded. And that's why I did Off the Clock and everything else I'm doing. I love this industry with all my heart, and I feel like it's an industry that has such a great impact in the world. It's a very cutthroat industry. It could be really harsh on your heart, on your mind, and it could really take a toll. And so my goal is to just help improve clinical research as a whole, industry-wise, trial design, just all sorts of things that I have a really big passion to do. Oh, with that little spiel, let's get into today's topic. When hustle breaks you, a founder's reflection on burnout and reset. I just went through a really severe burnout and it caused a lot of mental, physical issues. That's what I want to focus on today. Here we go. So, first, I want to start by saying I didn't step away because I was tired. I stepped away because my brain was failing me and I was scared. I would walk into rooms and I wouldn't even remember why I went there. And I wouldn't even remember what I was thinking about before I went there. So I couldn't even retrace my steps to try to figure out why was I here. I just couldn't remember. I was missing meetings. Like, I didn't attend a meeting because one, I couldn't remember, or I just didn't have my phone. It was crazy how my brain shut off for me. I couldn't take stress. I couldn't take any emotions or any conflict. Like, I couldn't think, I couldn't focus. And a lot of people already know this about me because I've been very candid about it, but I suffer from ADHD, and having this brain fog that I had at the intensity that I had, it was scary for me. I wasn't sure what was happening to my brain. I wasn't sure if I was having a cognitive decline or if I was just getting sick. And honestly, it scared me absolutely to death. Paused and I said, you know what? No, I need to step back. I need to reconnect with God, my faith, but also reconnect with myself and who I really want to be. I needed to reevaluate if I even wanted to be in clinical research anymore. It was just so stressful, everything. And I just didn't handle things correctly. So I took a reset. So a lot of you guys are aware that I am going through in my personal life a lot of traumatic experiences in the last year. This industry is rough and I've been taken advantage of multiple times, screwed over, whatever it is you call it. This podcast today, I'm doing it because I am very passionate about it and that's what I want to do moving forward. I only want to do things that I'm passionate about now, things that are going to fuel me and things that are going to benefit other people. With that being said, I want to tell you what I did for myself during this month that helped me reset. Let's get into it. All right. So, number one, what I did was I trimmed the fat. And what I mean by trim the fat is anything that wasn't from the three core things that I wanted to focus on in the month of December on my social media hiatus and just overall hiatus. I want to call it like a sabbatical. Like, I needed that refresh. I needed to get away from things so that I could reconnect and realign with my purpose because something went wrong and I wasn't sure where. Trimming the fat. What does that mean? There was a lot of people in my life that were draining me. There was a lot of people around me that weren't hurting me. And I was going back to back with different disappointments. It wasn't one person. It's not two people. It's not three people. It was like a multitude of people in my life that just kept on doing things to me. And so I trimmed it. One thing you got to do, trim the fat, like bare minimum. Kind of like when you're budgeting and you do your budget and you're like, okay, what are the necessities in the budget? That's this. So I stuck to what the necessities were. Only the people I had to talk to were the ones that I would talk to basically. Then I kept in people that not all the time were they like the best person to me or for me, which I know I haven't been the best person to a lot of people as well. But people that I knew that were like genuine, had genuine hearts, genuine care for me, really weren't taking advantage of me and things like that. So I trimmed it basically all the way down to that. So I had maybe 5 people, 6 people in my life. And even then, I made sure that it wasn't like I was talking to them all the time. I made sure that I gave myself time to reflect and really connect with God. Another thing I did was I spent quality time with my kids. So, not being on social media really helped me be able to put my phone down and just enjoy the moment. And it also brought me clarity on how I was supposed to be moving. Just doing things with like a grateful heart. That's something that I haven't been doing lately as much as I should. And I noticed myself complaining, getting angry, and doing all these things. And I was like, this is not me. What's going on here? And so when I sat back and I just like reflected on what was really going on, I realized that I just was not seeing things from a grateful heart, from a grateful place. When somebody would do something to me, I would automatically take offense to it. They're the worst people in the world and all this. And I'm not like that. I went back to remembering what I would do, just putting myself in the other person's perspective. 90% of the time when someone reacts to you and treats you wrong, there's something that they're struggling with within that causes them to do that. Most of the time, no, let's not say most of the time because that's removing accountability, and I never want to do that. A lot of times when people are mean to you, it's because you did something. But sometimes people are mean to you because they are going through something and it's just a reflection of that. So I don't want to dismiss their emotion, but I do want to make sure that I'm putting things in perspective. So when I sit back and I'm like, okay, they're probably going through something right now and this isn't worth an argument. If I am wrong, I kind of just say, hey, look, I'm sorry for this and this and this that I did. It didn't help the situation and I could have handled it a lot better. And when I started just seeing things from a grateful heart, like this person has been there through this, and I'm just so grateful to have them in my life and just enjoying moments with people. I don't even care if someone did something for me. To me, doing something for me could be literally going to a restaurant with me or spending time with me and us just laughing. Like that for me is everything. I don't need gifts. I don't need all that. Yes, it's nice. I would love it. But it's spending time with me and laughing with me and just enjoying ourselves and just either growing in business or doing something that's going to help us move forward in life or just doing something that's going to help ground us, bring back our sanity. We need to have fun. It cannot be all work. That's what I was doing. Literally all work for like 2 years, 3, 4 years straight. And I was like, I didn't think of burnout. I was like, burnout is for people who are lazy. Honestly, that's what I used to think. But no, I was completely wrong. And I'm so glad that I was humbled by this experience. I understand now that things are not just black and white. There's so much other things going on. Another thing I did when I reset was I made sure to spend a certain amount of time a day on activities that were going to help my growth. A lot of people, when they're going to change something, a habit, they're like, cold turkey, let's go, let's do it 100%. That's not sustainable. And the reason I say that is because it's not. It's scientifically proven, it's psychologically proven. That is not sustainable. We cannot do things like that. During my monthly reset, I made small habit changes every day. For example, the first day, let's say I was like, okay, I'm going to start making sure I take my vitamins every day. Hormonal imbalance causes a lot of our mood swings. That's just for girls. Men have it too, which is why they have to balance their own testosterone and all these other hormones. Everybody needs different amount of vitamins, different types of things because our bodies are deficient in different things. Decided, okay, so I'm going to remember to take all my vitamins and this and that. But I noticed it wasn't in a way that was going to make it easy for me. So what did I do? I found a whole process that was going to make it easy for me to take my vitamins. What I did is I had to reorganize my whole cabinet of medication and vitamins and make sure that I organized it in a way that it's easy for me to just take. Another thing that I did for my reset was I forced myself to be alone. That was the hard I isolated from a lot of people, from everybody almost. Even the people that I said that I kept in my life, I isolated from them too. Because there's something so rewarding about being alone, having to deal with your own emotions, having to deal with your boredness, having to deal with figuring yourself out. And that was like what really did the reset for me. So, like, even when people would invite me places, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go. If I'm being honest with you, I loved it. I don't know. I'm outgoing. I'm not going to lie. I can be extroverted. But I feel like since I've been growing and getting older, getting wrinkles, I've grown to enjoy silence. I've learned to enjoy my own company. And when you start loving yourself and your own company, everything changes. Everything changes. Lastly, what I did in my reset, more towards the ending of my reset, was structuring how I was going to get back. Because resetting is great and having that alone time and isolation and all that, but I wasn't making any money. No income was coming in. I really wasn't doing any meetings, businesses, nothing.